Let's get this straight from the beginning. You cannot change anyone or anything out there. Not their behavior, not their feelings, not the situation. You can scream, cry, manipulate energy, text 1,000 affirmations, but if your inner state remains the same, nothing will move. The reason is brutally simple. The world you see around you is a mirror, not clay. You don't mold it by force. You reflect it by being. And here's the part that sets you free. You don't need to chase, convince, or compete. You don't need to make someone love you, worship you, or prioritize you. Because when your inner world changes, the outer rearranges itself so fast, you won't even believe it. Have you ever noticed that when you feel desirable, genuinely feel like a total catch suddenly, people start treating you that way? That energy shift isn't magic dust. It's your mind being in alignment with your desired reality. When you stop waiting for validation outside, when you stop saying, but he has free will, or she doesn't see me that way, something insane happens. The world bends to your mind. Because this is the truth no one told you clearly. Your world is not happening to you. It's happening through you. Yeah, it sounds mental at first, but look at your life. Every single pattern reinforces what you believe to be true. If you believe love is hard, you get love that is inconsistent. If you believe people always leave, they'll prove it. If you believe you are chased, adored, and prioritized, buckle up, because suddenly that's the new normal. You can't change that one person. You can't change their text. You can't manifest them calling you babe while you sit there feeling like a rejected extra in your own movie. But what you can change, and what you must change, is the movie playing in your own damn head. The cool part? When you get that inner movie right, everything else edits itself to match it. New scenes, new characters, sometimes even a total personality rewrite in the people you thought would never evolve. That's the law. Simple. Relentless. And yet, people waste years trying to do something on the outside. They journal every morning, visualize for 5 minutes, then spend the rest of the day doubting, crying, checking their phone, stalking, 3D evidence. Then they say it's not working. But it is working perfectly. It's matching your dominant mental diet. Your mind never fails. It's just loyal to what you feed it. If you keep feeding it uncertainty, it'll serve you more uncertainty. If you keep saying, he doesn't care, she's ignoring me, maybe I'm not enough, guess what happens? The world nods and says, as you wish. You want to be chased, right? You want to be desired, worshipped, prioritized. Then let me say this. Become the one who expects it naturally. Stop fighting your world and start disciplining your thoughts. You are not meant to search for how to make them notice me. You are meant to embody, I am noticed. I am adored. I am wanted. When that becomes your mental atmosphere, everything must conform. People will literally start acting differently. Not because you changed them, but because you changed your reality to the version where they already behave that way. Stop waiting for them to realize your worth. Realize it yourself so deeply that they have no choice but to mirror it. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. But let's keep it simple. Everything is thought. Consciousness is the container of your life. The you identify as, that's the God of your reality. And the universe, your 3D, your relationships, your bank account, all of it are servants of your assumptions. You think your crush ignoring you proves you're not enough? No. It's proving your belief that I'm not chosen. You think your ex being cold proves they've moved on? Nope. It's proving that you're still mentally standing in the state of abandoned. You think you're single because men are players or women are superficial? Guess again. It's your assumption about relationships that keeps unfolding like a rerun you secretly keep replaying. So let's wipe the slate clean tonight. Drop the trying to make it happen energy. Just decide deeply what story you're subscribed to. Let me tell you what happens when you stop fighting reality and start commanding it. You shift into the state where the version of you that is loved, chased, admired already exists. You think it's imagination, but it's not. It's selection. You're selecting that timeline, that version of you. That's why Neville said creation is finished. Because everything already exists. Every possible version of your reality exists simultaneously. You don't make it. You just tune into it. But here's where most people mess up. They keep switching stations. One moment they're like, I'm desired, I'm magnetic. The next moment, they're stalking their ex and crying because there's no text. And then they say, it's not working. It is working. You're just not consistent with your frequency. You keep jumping timelines every 5 minutes. Stay firm, stay disciplined. That's what keeps the channel locked. When you stabilize your inner narrative, the outside world has no option but to comply. The 3D has zero power. It's a dead reflection. You cannot fix a mirror by painting over it. You fix your face. It's the same with reality. Stop putting makeup on the mirror. Go within and create the version of yourself that is loved, desired, abundant, magnetic, and hold that image until the mirror changes. Do not underestimate how powerful this is. The entire game changes when you stop treating your imagination as pretend and start treating it as creation. Because imagination is not fake. It's the blueprint of everything you later call real. When you imagine being chased, desired, adored, not wishfully, but naturally the energy around you reorganizes. People you never noticed suddenly notice you. Strangers flirt. Old flames return. It's not coincidence. It's your chosen state broadcasting louder than ever. And you didn't change anyone. You changed your mind. Maybe you used to believe, I'm not good enough. Guess what? That belief was like a lens through which you saw everything. Now switch the lens to, I'm irresistible. I'm unforgettable. Notice how the world bends? It's not bending because it's your servant. It's bending because it is you. You and your reality are not separate. They are the same canvas viewed from two different angles, inner and outer. Isn't that freeing? That means you never have to chase again. You never have to force alignment. You only have to become it. And please, don't turn this into a 12-step process. Don't obsess about how often do I affirm or what's the perfect visualization technique. That energy screams, I don't have it yet, and keeps you looping in desire instead of fulfillment. The whole point is simplicity. Law of assumption is not a ritual, it's a stance. So when your mind says, but it's not here yet, you answer with calm authority. It's done. That's it. That's the whole art. You maintain the new story regardless of appearances. You stop arguing with the 3D. You stop stalking evidence. You stop flipping like a loose wire between belief and doubt. You choose your new identity firmly. Because, did you notice? The version of you that wants to be chased is already saying, I'm not yet chased. The version of you that is chased doesn't even think about it. It's normal for them. That's where you want to live, in the normalcy of your desired state. Your job is to normalize the fantasy, to live from the end. So next time when that unwanted thought pops up, when you think, he's ignoring me again, pause and ask, what state am I in right now? Not what's happening out there. Because nothing's out there. It's all here, consciousness. Shift your state. Choose again. Say silently, in my reality, I am desired. Everyone sees my value. I am magnetic without effort. And then act from that peace. That certainty, that lightness, not because you're forcing reality, but because you are reality. You'll notice the shift first in feeling. You'll feel sure, calm, centered. Then little coincidences start showing up. People around you mirror this new identity. Someone compliments you out of nowhere. Calls resume. Attention returns. That's the echo. That's the mirror adjusting. If anything in your life feels resistant, it's not personal. It's your old beliefs fighting for survival. Do not panic. Do not react. Just starve them by refusing to water them with attention. Water only the thoughts of the reality you prefer. Ignore everything else like static noise. There's an old saying, don't wrestle with the shadow, stand in the light. Exactly this. Stop fixing the mirror. Fix your self-concept. If you want to be chased, stop mentally chasing. Start assuming I am the one they chase. Let it feel natural. You're not convincing yourself you're remembering the truth. Your mind is the projector. The 3D is your movie screen. Don't edit the scene on the screen. Edit the film reel inside. And soon enough, you'll see the characters shift. That person who once ignored you will suddenly act like it's always been this way, because in this new state, it always was. Remember, there's no such thing as changing anyone. There's only changing states of consciousness. You didn't change them, you changed dimensions. So if right now someone's ghosting you, or the money isn't coming, or your body doesn't look how you want, don't chase the reflection. Shift the story. That's your real power. Feel the reality you want and persist in it gently, consistently. Neville called it pruning the vine. You don't fight old thoughts. You withdraw attention and plant new ones. Eventually, the new fruit blooms. And honestly, that's when you realize this was never about them. It was never about love or rejection or success. It was always about mastering your own consciousness, the one thing you actually own. Everything else, people, jobs, circumstances, are props to show you your own state. So if something's out of alignment, don't curse it. Thank it for reflecting your mind, then shift. That's how you bend reality. That's how your mind becomes your greatest ally. Stop saying, how do I make them come to me? Say instead, they already gravitate toward me. I am that powerful presence. And then breathe it, live it. Let me leave you with this simple truth. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. So be the version of you who is already loved, admired, chased, and adored, not someday. Now, because your mind is the command center of your universe. Everything else listens to it. When you truly accept that, you'll stop waiting and start living. And the whole world, everyone you thought you needed to fix, will bend to your new story. I hope this video helped you in some way. I will meet you with another video soon. Happy manifesting.